I'm Corinne Belsky. I'm a physician at the Federal Healthcare Center in North Chicago, where I work as a staff psychiatrist and teach medical students and residents. I met Dr. Ming Singer several years ago, was introduced to her books including Guiding Dreams and Visions, a personal account. I've been interested in dream interpretation, have been recording my dreams for 25 years since I was a teenager, so I was very excited to meet Dr. Singer. I've been lucky to get to know her personally as well as professionally. I was in a wonderful Jungian dream group for several years, but had to move away, and since then I've had trouble finding a lasting group or individual to teach me and guide me in interpreting my dreams. Since meeting Ming, I've learned a lot about interpreting them and how to apply them to decisions in my daily life. Guiding Dreams and Visions, a personal account, is the last in a trilogy. In it, Dr. Singer uses her own dreams to show the reader how our dreams can guide us both spiritually and in everyday decisions. The chapters are broken into life's work, dealing with stress and moral decisions. All spiritual traditions lead to one divine spirit, our heritage, dreams of afterlife, and guiding dreams that come through others. Recurrent themes throughout the book include synchronicity and the collective unconscious. Synchronicity pertains to events that are causally unrelated and don't necessarily have much meaning individually, but when taken together show a pattern or connection. For instance, I had a dream about foxes, and soon afterwards a fox crossed a busy road directly in front of my car, almost as if to get my attention. The dream and the occurrence may have seemed insignificant separately, but appeared relevant to each other due to their temporal relationship. Another example occurred in my 20s when I awaited the fallout of a very stressful situation. Twice during that time period, I ate out at Chinese restaurants. These restaurants were not even in the same part of the country. Both times my fortune cookie said, "Serious trouble will bypass you." It's a fortune I never received before or after. Both times I felt immense relief, knowing these were meant for me, and it was no coincidence that I received them. The fortune helped me make it through a very worrisome time. What fascinates me every time I think of it is that my initial meeting with Ming was a synchronistic event. I met her at a religious service that I had talked myself into attending at the last moment. I was totally unaware of the Torah, or Old Testament portion, to be read that week. When I got there, it turned out to be about Joseph interpreting Pharaoh's dreams. Also of interest, Ming and I both went to services somewhat regularly, but had never met in the previous 3 years. She introduced herself to me that night. It was ironic to discover a mutual interest in dreams. What synchronicity for two people who love to find the meaning in dreams to meet the night of a discussion of biblical dream interpretation dating back 4,000 years. Now, the collective unconscious is the concept of each individual's mind being connected to a universal mind that's developed over the millennia. In her book, Dr. Singer shares dreams that helped her to understand that concept. By exercising our reason and by making choices, we as individuals all help to create the always building and changing shared consciousness. Other important themes she draws our attention to are recurrent themes, recurrent characters, numbers, plays on words, and dates. When I read Chapter 6, Guiding Dreams That Come Through Significant Others, I did not know what to make of it, as I had yet to have that kind of experience, possibly because my family and friends rarely share their dreams with me. The concept ties into the theory of a collective unconscious. She explains that dreams of others at times provide her with a direct answer to an inner question, where the dreamer was neither aware of the specific question, nor was the dream significant to the dreamer. As I explained earlier, Dr. Singer helps me with my own dreams. Interestingly, one dream I had with no attached emotion for me struck a chord with Ming and in fact answered a specific question for her. My dream, meaningless to me, had great significance for her. I had hesitated in even presenting the dream to her, partly because it had no emotional impact on me. Ming's life goal is to share what she's learned over the decades with others. She's a teacher at heart, and her life purpose is to help others gain spiritual insight by simply paying attention to their subconscious via dreams and to synchronistic events and messages in their waking lives. She then asks for us to accept that these things do in fact have meaning when applied to our lives in terms of decision-making and spiritual growth. She has succeeded in teaching me to let my dreams guide me, and she's opened my mind to accepting and paying attention to synchronistic events, and has broadened my life. I hope others read her book, learn from her, and broaden their own lives.